All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all. Uh, Today we welcome you and happy Thanksgiving for all those who they were celebrating Thanksgiving. And actually, we all should always celebrate and give our thanks to the Lord for what He provide us in this life. Today, our topic is about the attack which happened in Egypt yesterday, and based on the news, 235 people get killed. Now, 235 people get killed. They are not really, we can't say they are really Muslims. They can say they are Sufi, but they are considered themselves Muslims. So we have to call them Muslims as they call themselves. You know, many times we hear people saying how ISIS can be Muslims if they are killing Muslims. But what people do not say to you, that Islam is a religion based on everyone is a kafir except one sect, and everyone is an apostate except one sect. So today we are going to discuss this, and we will see why really those people, the 235 people get killed according to the news. What really caused their death? Now, as we see, like in the news, like some countries are getting more alarmed, etc. Which is very funny. I mean, don't you know that those people, if they can kill all of you, they will kill you today? So from now on, there is no relaxing. You have to be alarmed. And Europe are not learning their lesson. They should have militant in the street to protect the citizen. Militant from people who they are can be screened, and they can be trustworthy to be carrying weapon, and they can monitor their streets and their areas. What you can do, you brought a lot of Muslims to your land, and now you have to deal with it. There's no way the police in France can watch every Muslims. Right now in France, they have millions of Muslims. They brought them from Algeria, Morocco, etc. So if from every Muslim, from every million, we got just let's say 5%, they decide to be terrorist. Once I was watching news, and a guy who is defending Islam, he says, do you know how many terrorists, he said only 10% of Muslims support terrorism. I mean, 10%, we are talking about hundreds of millions. This is how they try to fool you, to say that don't worry about it, not all Muslims they support terrorism, only 5 or 10%. So the attack happened in Egypt, caused the death of 235 people, as we see in front of us in the news. Now 235, this does not include the injured, which means the number will increase. And usually when a newspaper, sorry, when government say 235, that means maybe we have 500 or maybe 1,000. In the Middle East, government, they never say the truth, and if 10 people die, they say half one get injured. If 100 people get killed, they will say one person get killed. So I will not be surprised if the number was a lot bigger than what they are saying. And if you listen to the details about how the attack happened from eyewitnesses, the Muslims, the lovers of Allah, they surrounded the mosque from every direction, and then they have a bomb already inside, with connected to cell phone. So they made the first bomb go, and then people, they start praying as it was expected, running out of the mosque. Then the terrorists outside, the lovers of Allah, they were waiting outside. Anyone who get out, they shoot him dead. So it's very well organized massacre or a crime, and they killed almost. This is why I don't believe really there is injured. I mean, what injured? Those people, they have their time, They have all the time they need. You know, they knew that they are far away from any police station, and even a police station, if they will go, they will not even come by themselves, because they knew that those Muslims are very well armed and they can fight the police. The police are not really, let us say, occupied with weapon as the Muslim terrorist. Imagine, like I saw in last week a video about a group of Muslims. They have SAM missiles. SAM missiles can shut down an airplane. They have missiles which only government can have, and even some the weapon they have, even government in Egypt don't have. So some of you might ask why this attack happened. You know, how in the world Muslims will attack a mosque? You know, we hear always the news of Muslims attacking a church, killing Christians, as we hear every day in Nigeria as an example. The poor Christian Nigerian, every day they have an attack on them, and the Muslims attack their churches. But the fact is, the Muslims, they attack Muslims too, and this was since the time of Muhammad, nothing new. Now the Muslim Sufi, if we can call them Muslims, as I said, but this is how they call themselves. They consider themselves, they claim that they are the origin, or the origin of, let us say, the right way of Islam. But all of us, we know that this is really not true. Here, this is a Muslim Sufi website, and again, I insist to call them Muslims because simply they are a sect of Islam, and there is tons on, if not, you know, I will not be exaggerating if I say the Sufis between the Muslim Sunnis are a huge number. I mean, we are talking at least about 20 to 30% of the Muslim Sunni. So we are talking about hundreds of millions. You will see here the Sufi introduced themselves in their website, and they are mentioning something about the Christians and the pharaohs and etc. and blah 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 blah. The fact the Sufis are all of those. The Sufi are mixed. They took some from the Christians, they took some from the Iranian, the Persian, as you see even in their website they mention that. They took something from the old Egyptian, you know, the old Zoroastrian, you know, the Yazidi, the Sabi'a. They are mixed, the same as Muhammad. Muhammad is a mix from everything. But what is really what the Sufi is about? You know, when Muhammad army occupy many territories in the world, people, they notice that this religion is stupid and it does not have the flavor of a human. Let us make it simple. It is just rituals, and those rituals have no spirituality, because the whole purpose supposedly of being religious is spirituality, not physical movement of bending your ass up and down. Islam as a religion focus in bending your ass up and down, and you have to do it in a certain time, and you have to move in a certain way, and you have to put your finger like this and your hand like that, and you have to say certain words, even those words you do not know what they mean, because most of Muslims do not even speak Arabic, and the rest is not important. Just repeat, do the movement, do the rituals, and your spiritual is not, or spirituality is not part of the game. So those people who they are under this religion and they are forced to convert to it, they try to find escape from the stupidity of this religion. Before, we used to have a music. After Islamic music became haram, it's forbidden. Okay, but we like to hear music, we like to dance. Music is beautiful. So in order to make it legal for us to dance, Then we introduce dancing into religion, which means we make it we make the dancing a religious way of worship. But this is not really Islamic. So if you go in YouTube, you can find thousands of videos of the Sufi dancing, playing music, jumping upside down, moving their booty, moving their ass, etc. You know, and not only they do that, actually, they have you know, professional dancers, belly dancers, you know, almost striptease. And I wish I can play the videos for you, you know, because but I'm afraid if I play them, somebody will claim copyright over them. But they have a lot of things. But why they have those things? Why the Sufi, you know, they have those crazy stuff in their practice? The answer is very simple. Those people, they were looking for a solution to have a music, to have some spiritual, or let us say spirituality. If we look in YouTube, we search for Sufi dance. Sufi dance. I'm sure you saw this that like a dance like this person wearing those clothes in Turkey, right? So Turkey is a big country of Sufism. There's a lot, you know, a huge number of that Sufi in Turkey. They dance, they jump. Look at this guy. He is jumping like a monkey in the middle of the mosque. You know, I wish I can play it. Really, it's really funny. But you can search yourself for the titles, and you can check it out yourself. All right. So those people, because they could not find any solution for being happy, Islam is a dead religion. Islam is a stupid religion. I mean, you wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, you do ablution, which is very stupid. You put water in your nose. I mean, why in the world do we don't do water in the nose? I mean, how stupid that is. I mean, imagine you sniff water in the nose. What? I mean, do you want to clean your nose? There is many ways to clean it. And why Allah will be upset if you don't clean your nose in such a way? I mean, this is stupid. So Islam is about 1, 2, 2, 3 steps. It's a steps of physical actions, and then you pray. There's nothing about being prepared for the prayer, spiritual prepare. It is a preset time. You see, people, they pray when they are ready to pray. You feel now you want to pray to God, but when this religion force you to pray in a certain time, in a certain moment, in a certain clock, and if you miss it, you are in trouble, then you have to do it, but you are not ready for it. Or maybe even you don't even seek it. And mostly you are forced to do it, because if you don't do it, you might go to jail. So Islam come with a stupid practice, and because Islam is enforcing itself on millions, or if we cannot say hundreds of millions, those people, they have to come with a solution. How we can introduce dance to the mosque? We cannot. We cannot dance. We cannot have a music. We cannot play the drum. We cannot jump. We cannot, etc., unless we make it about Islam, unless we make it Islamic. If we make it Islamic, then that will make it lawful, and we will not be killed. And the irony is that the one who created the Sufism, she was, you know, according to many records, she was a hooker. It might be, you know, she have a, you know, like a sad story behind her being a hooker. Like they say, some source, they say she was kidnapped, she was sold as a sex slave, and then she worked in prostitution. You know, she kept her day drinking and being drunk, blah 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 blah. And this is the women who created Sufism. And I find it very weird that a woman, she was able to create a sect in Islam, because all of us, we know that how women, they are left behind in this cult, and how she was able to make her sect attractive. The reason for her sect to be attractive, as we said, it is different form from the stupid religion of Islam, which focusing in a physical movement, physical actions, and there is no spirituality. This woman, she came and she said, let us dance, let us have a music. And then not only that, they, in many places, they practice a drinking, alcohol, and even drugs. Because the reason they go and take drugs, as an example, like hashish, when you take hashish, what happened? I don't know if people knows what hashish mean. Hashish, like in English, I think they say hash. Hashish in Arabic, by the way, the word hashish, it mean a grass. That's it. It's not really, it doesn't mean drugs. I know a story of an Arabian person in USA. He had a fence between him and his neighbors, and he was telling his wife in Arabic, let us cut the hashish. Actually, he was saying the whole word, the whole sentence in English, except the word hashish. So the neighbor, he thought he is growing hash. So he called the police for him. Anyway, so the word hashish mean a grass, but it mean too, in the same time, hash, drugs. So they start doing drugs, and the purpose supposedly of the drugs is getting more close. You know, you isolate yourself from everything around you and you meditate. So the purpose sound good, but the method is satanic, right? So we make music legitimate, which is not, I have nothing really, no problem with the music, because you can worship God by playing music. Why not? But if you look at the music they play, most of it have nothing to do really with getting close to God. It's just a stupid movement too, and it is it is, let us say, a group dancing. It's not you dancing, it's you are just a part of a group and you have to do what they do. So it became the same as the beginning of Islam, where everything is a practice of a group. All of them, they do the same movement, as you see here in the screen with me. They make a circle. I don't know if you can see it clear. You see it? They made a circle by hundreds around the imam. The one in the middle, he is the one who lead the dance, let's say. He's the maestro. So he is in the middle, and he is the one who keep like let's say, he encouraged them to do faster, or blah 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 blah, you know. So you can watch it, you know, you see the title, you can search it yourself, and you can search. So they wanted to get away from the rituality of Islam, which is physical ritual, but they aim to be in a physical ritual too. The only difference is now we have a music in the background, so we can have more fun. But still, at the end, nothing changed. Islam is still a stupid religion. No real rituality is added. It's just escape from the dead silence of Allahu Akbar. This religion have nothing in it except Allahu Akbar, kill the infidels, may Allah curse them, may Allah freeze the blood of their skin and of their nerves, may Allah blah blah, may Allah, it's a cursing prayer. So those Sufis, they want to get out of this. This is why when you hear the Sufis, you will notice they approach things in a different way. They are not too much hateful, the same as the Muslim Sunni, the normal one. However, by the way, they are considered as part of the Sunni too, because they claim that they are following the Sunnah. Now, many Muslims, for sure, they reject them, and they don't even consider them as a Muslim. And this is why today we saw in the news that they attack them in Egypt, and more than 235 people get killed. But this is not the first time. You know, they always here we go. This is like a guy like Nu'man Khan. This is one of the terrorist leaders, you know, in the young ones. He is teaching the Muslims You know, like those people are obviously this is stupid, dancing to get close to Allah. So when a Muslim he hears someone like Nu'man Khan, you know, the guy who is sleeping with every Muslim around him, as the news said, making fun of people who they are doing such an act. Now, if you are a young Muslim and you hear this, and you hear other person and other person saying that this is not Islamic, those are out of Islam. So what they do, they go and kill them, because this is a religion of violence, this is a religion of hate, and if you are different from them, you must die. This is the whole point of Islam. You know, remember Muhammad, he said, like this is here a hadith, I have it from before I was you know, working in my book. This guy, he did not kill because he was you know, they killed the children when they attacked the Jews, and they allowed only those who don't have hair around their private part to let go, to not to let go, actually to live as a slaves. So the Muslim, they say to you, we don't even kill children, right? But as you see, even in the mosque, they kill children, because children are infidels too. They are the children of infidels. And here is this is an example of Muhammad himself killing children. You know, when you say that only those who don't have hair around their private part did not grow yet, we did not kill them, that's mean you killed all the children too, because you know, we are Middle Eastern, and Middle Eastern we start having hair everywhere in our body in a very early age. By the age of 9 you are already hairy. So they killed who then? They killed somebody, they killed somebody he is 8, 7, but someone he is 5, he don't have hair there, so they let him go. So yes, they killed children. I saw a comment saying that how in the world a Muslim was saying, okay, well, you killed the kuffar, the Sufi, but why you kill the children's? You know, but it's halal to kill the children's in Islam. As you see, your prophet, he practiced that. Same time, Muhammad, uh, he said that my nation is going to split to 73 sects, and one of them only will be the true sect. Only one. One sect only will go to heaven. If you read with me here, you will see Muhammad, he is the one, he is the first one who made a decision that all the other sect should go and get killed. Look what he said. And actually this is a very dangerous statement, a very stupid statement from Muhammad too. You know, how many of you heard Muslims saying that our brother Nabil Qurashi, the one who left Al-Ahmadiyya sect, he is not a Muslim? How many of you heard? Me myself, I believe that all those are not really. I believe that only the one who followed the true way of Muhammad is Muslims. However, Muhammad himself, he considered them Muslims. Look what Muhammad he said. Actually, even I saw the stupid Muhammad James White saying that Nabil Qurashi should stop saying he's a Muslim, for he was Ahmadiyya, right? Yeah. Even this idiot is like like the fart after eating beans. The Jews split into 71 sect, one of which will be in paradise. So how many the Jews are? 71 sect. One only will go to paradise, and the 70 will go to hell. Okay. The Christians split into 72 sect. One only will go to paradise, and the rest will go to hell. That's wonderful. And then Muhammad continues saying, I swear. See, this guy is very sure of this. He swear by the one whose hand is the soul of Muhammad, swearing by Allah, my nation. And here I want to take a note. He said my nation. will split into 73 sects, one of which will be in paradise and the 72 in hell. So when somebody asks himself, why in the world Muslims attacking Muslims in the mosque? My friend, those are not Muslims. Muhammad, he made it clear. There's only one sect are Muslims. The rest are going to hell. Why they will go to hell? Why they will go to hell? Because they are sinners? No, because they are kuffar. In Islam, a Muslim who do sin, he don't go to hell. Are we clear about that? A Muslim who do sin, he don't go to hell. He might be punished for some time. In some stories they say that. However, he will end in heaven. But Muhammad here confirming that those 72 sect of his nation, they will go to hell. And look what Muhammad he said. If a Muslim he says to you that Ahmadiyya are not Muslims, that means he's accusing Muhammad to be stupid and liar. Why? Because it is Muhammad who said, my nation. Do you see it? It was Muhammad who made that statement, saying those are my nation. My nation will be 73 sect. So if the Ahmadiyya is a sect out of the 73 sect, still they are called my nation. They are not considered Christians, they are not considered Jews, they are not considered Hindus. They are one of Muhammad nation. Now here you notice Muhammad did not mention the Hindus or the Buddhas, because Muhammad is limited in knowledge. Why 73? Why 72? Why 70? I mean, this is stupid, isn't it? And how come the Muslims are more divided from the Christians and the Jews? Based on the recipe of Muhammad, the Jews are the most healthy religion, or let us say the most lucky ones, because the choice of going to heaven is 1 to 70. Guys, do you understand what I'm saying? What is the chance to go to heaven? According to Muhammad, if you are a Jew, it is 1 to 70. Why? Because the Jews became 71 sect. One of them will go to heaven. Okay. Then the Christians, they become 72 sect. One of them will go to heaven. Okay, that's mean the chance of the Christians to go to heaven is 1 to 71. So they have one more less chance than the Jews. The Jews are more lucky. Now, the nation of Muhammad, there will be 73 sect, and one of them will go to heaven. So your chance in Islam is the worst, because your chance now to win, let us say you are playing cards. I'm not sorry to say so, but let us say that, because it sounds like a gambling for me. I mean, what kind of religion this religion is? What 70 and 71 and 73? So now we have a cards. They have 73 cards, and the one who will get the ass is the winner. One ass only from the whole papers. There's only one ass. There's 73 cards. The whole cards have one ass. I mean, how lucky your ass is to get that ass. Are you getting my point, Muslims? So now Muhammad, he made it clear that we have 72 sects. They are not only not Muslims, they are kuffar. This is why they will go to hell. They are not sinners Muslims or wrong Muslims. No. They are going to hell. And the one who go to hell is the kuffar. 72 of them is in hell. I like it, I like it when a Muslim he says to us, like the Muslims, by the way, the number of Muslims increase rapidly in a funny way. The King of Jordan, he said 1.6 billion Muslims. 2 weeks ago it was 1.4 billion Muslims. Last year it was 1.2 billion Muslims. 3 months from now they will say to us 2.5 billion Muslims. Just wait, They count everybody as a Muslim in the world, and they have their own numbers, which is fiction numbers, have nothing to do with the truth. In the same time, their prophet says that 72 to 1 is the percentage of you who is not Muslims. So did Muhammad lie? And remember, Muhammad, he said that Islam is start as a strange religion and Islam will end as a strange religion. What does that mean? What Islam is start as a strange religion and will end as a strange religion mean? That means Islam is start as a few people believe in it, and Islam will end as a few people believe in it. As simple as that. And we can show you the hadith, you know, I mean, it's not really a big deal. Let us go here. I bought a new stickers for my keyboard, so now I'm trying to use to it. Oops, see, this is why I'm used to the old one for some time. Oh, here we go. I'm not even able to type here. All right, where is that? Oh, okay, Udu. Here we go. Islam initiated as something strange, and it would revert to old position of being strange. So blessing for the strangers. So what does that mean? It means Islam will end as a small tiny religion, and this is a prophecy of Muhammad. So unless the Muslim they want to say to us that Muhammad was lying, that is a different story. So few people believe in Islam in the beginning, and Islam will end as a strange religion, and Muslims will be a bunch of strangers. Do you see it, Muslims? So when Abdur he says to you that we know Islam is dominating, Islam is taking over, Islam is dead. You see, Islam can grow in numbers in some areas in the world because they are not educated. As an example, if you hear the news about the refugee of the Myanmar, Burma, those Burman Muslims, or they are not really from Burma, they are from Bangladesh, they never go to school. So at the age of 12, 13, the girl, she is already pregnant and she is having a new baby every year like a goat, So they grow in numbers, but they are not equality. They have no jobs, they are homeless. Most of them, they are thieves. In the best scenario, if they got a job, they wash the car in the street or shoes. So the growing in numbers became a curse on Muslims, is not really for their benefit. Like what the benefit of having 200 millions in Bangladesh? If you go to Emirat and see what the Bangladesh people they do for living there, they are the one who clean the garbage. Excuse me. I'm not putting down, by the way, those poor people, no. But I'm telling you that the growing numbers in these days is not about power. All days you used to have, if you have a big number, that's mean you can have a big army, because people they fight sword to sword, and the one who have bigger number can win against the small army. These days doesn't make any difference. One woman, she can kill 1 million, as long as she have control of a nuke or something. So the old days strategy of who can win is over. This is why if you go to China, the Chinese, they forbid the Chinese from having babies for the last 50 years. You can have only one child. Otherwise, China by now, China alone should be about 3 billion at least. So they forbid them from having babies, and now lately they agree to have 2 babies, which means still until now they have sanctions on women. The women, when she give birth to 2 child, that's it. They take off her womb, so she will never be pregnant again, which is something I don't agree about for sure. However, the important is that when the Muslims attack a mosque and they kill hundreds of Muslims, they are not killing Muslims. They are Muslims for you. They are Muslims for the news station. They are Muslims for the victims themselves, who call themselves Muslims, but in fact they are not, because Muhammad made it clear that only one sect is a true sect, and that is the sect who follow Muhammad as he is. And as you see, they are going to be the minority, which means they cannot even be the Sunni, because the Sunni are not the minority, the Sunni are the majority. Same time, if we go in the Quran, we will find the Quran made it clear that you can kill Muslims. Let us see why we can kill Muslims. Well, they are not Muslims. I mean, it's funny, right? To call them Muslim, but they are not Muslims. All right. The Quran gave names to everybody. Muhammad, anyone he don't like, he give him a name. يا أيها النبي جاهد الكفار والمنافقين وأغلظ عليهم. Okay, what does that mean? Chapter 9, verse number 73. We can read any translation you want. You will see here not right away the word jihad appear here, but in the Muslim translations it's not exist. So to show you how the Muslims fabricate their translations, I'm going to open a Muslim website, have almost all the translations, maybe 2 or 3 only missing of the list of translators. Let me grab this website. Hold on a second. Where we can find it. Hold on. All right, here we go. I will put it for you in the screen so you can see with me. All right. So chapter 9, verse number 73. And right away you will see how Muslims they play their games when they translate. Let us go there. As you see, this is a Muslim website. We chose chapter 9, and we choose verse number 73. And it's going to show us a long list of translators. And you will see how the Muslims they hide the word jihad. You see, I'm going to highlight, mark all the translations so nothing will be left, so we can see it all. All right, now we go to here and let us read together the translations. Look with me. The first translator, he said, strive, O people, against the unbelievers and the hypocrites. What strive? Doesn't say strive. You see, the Muslim always try to fool you, says that jihad is about self-striving. Like as an example, fasting is jihad. You know, forcing yourself from staying away from temptation is jihad because you strive. You know, yeah. You know, Arabic language, every word have many meaning. We know that, but the word here have nothing to do with what they are saying. Have nothing to do with the word striving. It have to do with the word kill them. Do jihad what? Wage war, to kill. And look how the translation changed in a second. Strive, O prophet, against the unbelievers. So the word jihad here is gone. disappear in a magical way. The translator after him, he said, "O Prophet, wage jihad against the faithless and the hypocrites." Wage jihad? I thought it is a strive. Do you need to wage a striving? The third translator said, "Oh, heard of the hiding fight against the disbelievers and the hypocrite." Oh, but this guy, he took all the word jihad totally and he make it fight right away. You know, have you ever watched this what they call it, the drama comedy, I don't know what they call it, I mean, like, it have a name, right, where it's a drama but it's a comedy in the same time. So do you see how they change the translation? The whole idea is depend the translator is talking to who. This guy is translating for people in Afghanistan and Pakistan, so he don't care about the Western. Same as this guy. But Yusuf Ali, who translated his book for the Western, he have a different idea. And Biktal, who translated his book in the Western market, he have different idea, because it's about how we can present Islam to you in a nice way. Here we go, strive. Sahih Intel, I don't know why they are making such a correct translation somehow. They said, "O Prophet, fight against the disbelievers and the hypocrites." But still they are not showing you the word jihad, because it's not only fight. You see, fight, yes, it's a war to kill, etc. But jihad is the word they try to hide always. Because jihad is you not only go for, like, let us say I have a problem with this neighbor country and I'm going to go fight with them. But if the problem is gone, then there's no need to fight with them. Jihad is not like that. Jihad is about I go and I will not come back until either they convert to Islam or they pay the jizya if they are Christians or Jews, or I die. That is jihad. It's not just a fight. So it is saying jihad is a fight to death. Either I demolish you, kill you, all of you, or you kill me. And if you kill me, Allah will make my penis endless, and you can use it as a pipeline for oil or gas between galaxies, and Allah will give me endless numbers of vaginas, which is something men they like, and He will make you so horny 24 hours, and each time you, excuse my language, you have sex with the women, you F a woman, Allah will put His finger there between her legs and He will make her virgin again. That's why they call them virgins, which means they will stay always virgins. But in fact, it's cheating. I mean, what the point of making a woman virgin? But I just step with her. Hello. Anyway, Muslim, they like cheaters. But as you see here, this verse is about what? Is about doing jihad against two kind of people. But maybe until now I did not explain to you. We know who is the disbelievers. It's so clear. The disbelievers are the Christians, the Jews, etc., the atheists. Kill them. But who is the hypocrites? The hypocrites are the Muslims, who they are Muslims, but they are not following Allah. Are you getting it? Now, how we can confirm that those are Muslims are not following Allah? How we can confirm that the word hypocrite is for Muslims? Maybe he is calling the disbelievers hypocrite too. No. You see, in Arabic, the word here is wa. Wa. In the top of and, we have letter, it's called wa. Now, what wa is, let's move it up so you can see it. It's the same as and, but it's more clear to say to you that this is something else. So the disbeliever wal munafiqeen, the disbeliever and another party, another group, they are not the same. You know what I mean? It's not the same group who is disbelievers at the same time they are hypocrites. No, the disbelievers are saying to Muhammad, we are disbelievers, we don't believe in you anyway. The hypocrites are the one who say to Muhammad, we believe in you, but they are out of Islam already. But you know, they are practicing, let us say, taqiyya from Muhammad, but in the opposite direction. Muslims are allowed to practice taqiyya against the Christians, against the Jews. So a Muslim, if you ask him, is it true in Islam it's okay to kill non-Muslims, he will say no, absolutely not, absolutely, because he's allowed to lie, as we know in chapter 3 verse 28. But here Muhammad, he have a problem. There's many people, they are converted to Islam, but they don't want Islam. He called them al-munafiqeen. Do jihad against the munafiqeen and make them feel miserable, kill them all. Now, to make this clear, we are going to go and read the verses after it, because remember, the Muslim, they will say to you, oh, he is taking things out of context, right? This is what the Muslims do. No, Christian Prince is no, I never do that. We can go even to the interpretation, we can go to the book of Asbab al-Nuzul, we can go to any book you wish. By the way, if there is any Muslim would like to call me, let me know. All right, Santa Claus is coming to town, but this Santa Claus is a Muslim, and we will give you a suicide belt as a gift for Muhammad birthday. So if we go right now and we click at the translation, we will read verse number 73 and the verse after it, and the verse after it will explain to us who are they, the munafiqeen. Let us go with Yusuf Ali. So we explain to you the word strive here in Yusuf Ali is a lie. It is a jihad, wage jihad against the unbelievers and the hypocrite. Now who is the hypocrite? Let us see. They swear by Allah. You see, the second part is the hypocrite. So now Muhammad continue to explain who are the hypocrites. They swear by Allah that they said nothing evil, but indeed they uttered blasphemy, and they did after accepting Islam. So do you see, they are Muslims? Do you see it? Those are Muslims who accepted Islam, but obviously they are doing something wrong. Muhammad, he don't like what they do. What they do, they are saying Muhammad is a false prophet. They say Shahada, they say Muhammad, you know, but in between them, they say this guy is a scumbag. Is it clear? This is why the Mujahideen, which you call them terrorists, but the fact they are beautiful people of Allah, Allahu Akbar, they are doing the holy duty as Allah, he told them in the Quran that this is their duty to fight the munafiqeen, the hypocrite of the Muslims. A Muslim who don't want to practice Islam, a Muslim who don't want to pay zakat, a Muslim who don't want to follow the way of Islam, he is a munafiqeen. He should be killed according to those people and according to the Quran. And you know the funny, they say to you that ISIS and Al-Qaeda and etc., they have their own interpretation of the Quran. I mean, the stupid one is the one who say that, because this is the correct interpretation. As you see, it's in the front of your eyes. So they try to fool you saying, well, those ISIS are wrong, they are not true Muslims. The fact they are the true Muslims. And if there is any Muslim is listening, let me open my Skype, so if there's a Muslim on a call, please, only if you are a Muslim, call me. I don't wanna talk to anyone except Muslims. I want to give the Muslims the chance of proving me wrong. You see, we are not the same as Muslims. Like, you know, the Deen show, the Muslim, they have a show, it's called Deen Show, and they say call us if you have a question, and when you call them, they will not let you go through because they are fake. They are afraid from questions. We are not. So who is the Muslim who would like to call me live right now? And as you see, my account in Skype is in the front of your eyes. You know, if you don't mind, let me be sure. If there is a Muslim is listening, please feel free. Give me a second. I'm just I logged off by mistake. All right. We are on Skype. So if there is any Muslim would like to call right now, please feel free. And I will be happy to have you. All right. So as you see here in front of you, everything is done according to Islam. Those Muslim mujahideen, they went to the mosque, they put a bomb inside. The mosque is full of hundreds of those Sufi who they are not considered as Muslims no more, for they are not practicing the way of Islam, for they are one of the false sect of Islam. And after the bomb explode and people they start running away from the mosque, inside the mosque, the beautiful mujahideen, the filthy disgusting criminals, they were waiting outside for the children's, for the boys, for the men, for the old, for the young, and shoot whoever get out of the mosque. That is Islam, my friend. Whatever people they say to you is nothing but a lie. They try to always false fiction stuff. And you listen to the media, the whole media, the president, the prime ministers, all countries, you know, they will try to convince you that the true Islam is not like that. I mean, Muhammad was the biggest criminal ever. What do you mean not like that? He was a rapist, child molester, criminal, thief. Even his own followers, they accuse him of stealing an underwear. And the underwear is stolen itself from the booty, which means a thief is accused of being a thief, of stealing from like, I mean, they are a bunch of thieves now. They are fighting over the theft. How this can be a religion? Do we have any Muslim would like to call? Any Muslim? Who is a Muslim? He is serious Muslim. Who is a Muslim? He wanna call me so Allah will increase the size of his penis to be endless. And you never know, he might give you 3 balls instead of having 2. Who is a Muslim wanna call me and get the blessing of Allah and get a woman her ass is 1 mile? Are you Muslims ashamed of the rewards of Allah? I mean, how in the world people they can believe in such a stupid religion? I have no idea. Somebody he go and he shoot people in the mosque, and because if he do that, now he is getting the blessing of Allah. He will go to paradise and Allah will make his penis so long. You know, sometimes you look at the goat, you look at the I mean, goats are smarters. I don't think if I try to convince a goat that if she do that, she will go to heaven and she will get a lot of goats to sex with. You know, I mean, they would not believe that, even though they are goats. Only Muslims can be convinced with that. You see, you go and look around for all religions in the world. There's many cults, and everybody believe he is the true one. You know, I mean, the Hindus believe they are the true one. The Christians are wrong. The Christian believe the Hindus are wrong. The Buddhists are wrong, etc. So everybody believe he is the right one, right? No problem. But you will not believe. You will not see any one of them promising you endless penis. You will not see any one of them promising you that you will have the power of 100 men. You will not see any one of them promising you that in the heaven a Muslim man will get a pregnant and he will deliver a baby. And how he will deliver the baby? How in the world the Muslim man is going to deliver a baby? Anyone can tell me? I understand he can get a pregnant. Obviously Muhammad is there and he will do the job. All right. How he will deliver the baby? Do you see it? When the believer want a child in paradise, he will be conceived and born and growing up. And by the way, translation is very false. In Arabic it says إذا اشتهى الولد في الجنة كان حمله ووضعه في ساعة واحدة كما يشتهي. ساعة in Arabic, the word ساعة in Arabic today, it means 1 hour. However, in the time of Muhammad, it meant about like 15 minutes. Like, you know, when you say وساعة, it's like a short period of time. So he is saying, if a Muslim man in the heaven of Allah, he wanted to have a child, how he will have a child? He will get pregnant, and then he will deliver it, and the baby will be born, and he have a mustache. All of this in 15 minutes. Do you see it? Now I know I'm not going to question how stupid this promise is. The question is, a Muslim, he get a pregnant, how he will deliver the baby, from where he is going to come out? Do we have any Muslim around? You are right now, Abdul, you are a pregnant woman. I mean a pregnant man. I saw in the news a pregnant man. All right. Now you are ready. You see all of this happening in 15 minutes. Suddenly your belly became so big, you know, you cannot walk. I mean, like you are before even you know it, huh? And now you have a baby who have a growing teeth and he have a mustache, which means it's so big. Okay, how you are going to get him out? From your ass? Do you think your ass is so much flexible to the point you can give a birth to a baby who is growing? It says clearly he is a growing man. He's saying he's a growing. He's a man. I mean, he will deliver a baby. Is a baby man. I mean, this religion. And you know, the Muslim, they say to you, Islam is an amazing religion, brother. Do you see the miracles of the Quran? I want a Muslim to call me right now and tell me one of the miracles of the Quran so we can laugh to death. Who is a Muslim dare to call me right now, right here, to tell me about one of the miracles of the Quran? Yeah, I saw an article made by the Muslims saying that, do you know, brother, the Quran says to marry 8 dates, brother, 8 dates. Brother, the Quran said to marry 8 dates after she gave birth, not before, brother. Anyway, stupid religion. Do we have really any Muslim here, a beautiful Muslim or handsome Muslimah? This is the only religion Muslim women are forbidden to to shave their beard, and Allah allowed only men to shave. I mean, how stupid that is. Allah will curse a Muslim woman if she take hair from her face. This is why I'm saying any beautiful Muslim man and or any handsome Muslimah, in this religion, everything is upside down. If you see a woman, her hair, especially her eyebrows, is done. You know, she took hair from, like you can tell, she she made them look different. That means she is not being a good Muslim, and the angels, as we speak, they are cursing her. I mean, what kind of religion and what kind of God that the God and his angels will be cursing a woman for taking some hair from her eyebrows? And this God, he encouraged the women to shave their vagina every 40 days. I mean, what his business with her vagina? Does it make you happy, Allah, that if your woman she shave her vagina? So you shave your vagina, Allah is happy from you. You don't take hair from your face, Allah is upset. Do we have any Abdul wanna call? Any Abdul would like to get a BreadNet? Why they color their beard orange? Because Muhammad used to color his beard, you know, like I mean, I don't know what to call it. It's not orange really. It's like a fire. You know, he used to color his beard. He wanna be a red. He wanna be a redneck. What I can say, Muhammad, he wanna join the KKK. You know, the filthy organization of non-Christians. So Muhammad have a dream to be a blonde. He wanna be a redhead, and even Aisha, she was called Al-Humayra. Do you know that? Al-Humayra. What Al-Humayra mean? Let me see if I can find you the hadith in English here. All right. Here we go. You see, Muhammad, he called Aisha, Ya Humayra, man a'ta naran. Let us see. You see, the Muslim did not even translate the word in English. I mean, I love the Muslim translation, by the way. It's the most funny comedy ever. Look, oh Humayra, how in the world somebody he is from England, he will know what Humayra mean now? Who is Humayra, Abdul? Abdul, I am from England and I'm now learning hadith. And now you translate for me, you say, oh Humayra. Who is Humayra? Is that a guy? Is that a girl? Is that a woman? Is that my neighbor? Is it my wife? Who is Humayra? What a stupid religion, man. I mean, even translation, you cannot make it properly. But I will tell you why they could not translate it, because they don't know what to say. What is that? What Humayra mean? They have no idea. They are dumped like their prophet. Humayra, Muhammad calling Aisha, oh redhead. Redhead. Let us see. We have a caller. Hello.
Yeah, hello, CP.
How are you, my friend?
I'm fine. And you, how are you?
I'm very, very fine. What do you want to say to us?
I'm a Christian. I'm calling from Africa.
Well, good to have you. I hope one day I will be able to visit Africa.
Exactly. I'm very happy. You see, the first time I just do my best to call you. I used to follow your videos and to listen to it. Yeah, but I'm very happy for the work you're doing. Yeah, very happy.
Thank you very much. Which country you are from,
really,
if you don't mind?
I am particularly in Senegal, in the west of Africa.
Oh man, I want to go there badly. It's
yeah.
one day, maybe one
it's
day.
A nice yeah, it's a nice country, but yeah, it's a good country, no problem. We are living in peace, love, and harmony. Yeah, but the majority of people here are Muslim. Yeah, we are around like 10% of Christian, or 9 or less than that. Yeah, but the rest they are Muslim. Yeah.
Well, you know, I hope the Lord will open their eyes and they will see the truth, and that's what we are doing, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, spread my videos around and let people see, and let's see how crazy this religion. I mean, this is stupid religion. What we can say. I mean, this is why we stay here for hours asking for a Muslim to call and nobody call.
Now you see, I'm very happy. You see, I cannot even tell you the happiness which is inside of me. You see, sometimes I even wake up at night, even when you do video at night, I even hear it is night. I just do my best to listen to now, and what you are just teaching people here where I am. I'm very happy because I see the lesson you are giving us, because it's very important. And one thing I want to add again, before you used to say people to learn Arabic, and I want please you to do it, just to take a day that people can even come and to learn, because this is the only basic language that people can even understand and to speak this. Some Muslim who just maybe want to hide the meaning or something like that. Because if you don't speak Arabic, they will say, no, you don't speak Arabic. Here, even here, that what they say, you don't speak Arabic, this is not like that. So now if you are weak on that language, you will not be able to argue or to speak something which is going to be surprising.
Yeah.
That's that.
You know, I had a channel to speak to teach Arabic, and actually I did it for a while. If you go on,
yeah,
I'm sure somebody can post the link in or the title in the chat. It's called Arab for Christ. It's for free. I have many videos there, and people, they can go and learn. And I did it for free for people so they can learn. So anyone who is interested, they can go there and they can learn Arabic, and they can.
That's right.
You know, I do everything I can. I do everything I can do. Make videos, I make videos. Making books, I make books. Live podcast, I make live podcast. Teaching Arabic, I teach Arabic. What more I can do, I don't know. Nothing left, right?
That's right. That's right. And about what you are learning us, I can say, I say that this this area we are. I think that it is a school area, because we have knowledge on what you are teaching, and this is not only a place that you are just going to come and just to say no, but I take it like something strong, because I have a chance to debate with one of a Muslim. The time I was working, he just trying to explain to me that he is a spiritual Muslim. I say, what do you mean by spiritual? He say that because he believed that God is one, as he say ahad. I say, are you sure? He say, yes, because they believe in the oneness of God. I say, are you really sure? He say, of course. I say, so I don't understand. What do you mean by ahad? He say, ahad mean one. I say, but no, you are wrong. In Arabic, according to my knowledge, what I know, Arabic is wahid, which means one. So how can you say that ahad is one, if one is wahid? I don't speak really Arabic, but because of you, the way I listen to you, I just trying to call to try to see many things. See, I even write down in a very big copybook. So sometimes I try to learn, to see, and to try to put things in a very good puzzle. You see, it's very important. Very.
Yeah, you can ask the Muslim, by the way. You can ask him, what about you go and type the word ahad in the Quran, type it in the search engine, and let us see how many times it's going to appear. And let us see why the Muslim did change the translation. See, here we go. I'm going to type the word ahad in the front of you live, and people, they can see with me. This is the word ahad in Arabic. Okay, let us see. Let's type it correctly. I bought a new keyboard, have a new. Okay, now I'm learning. All right, this one. All right. New stickers for the keyboard. If you go here, you say here the word wahid. This is the word wahid. Wahid mean one. Okay. Now if we make it exact search for the word ahad, the word ahad will appear. Okay. This is the word ahad in the front of us. If you go to the translation, it says you did not teach it to anyone. To anyone, one of.
Yes.
Did not teach it to anyone. So it's not one, it's one off. Here, the different verse. Let us go the more verses.
Yes.
Here in the chapter 2, verse number 136, it says, Allah, he says that we send the messengers Ibrahim and Ishmael and Ishaq wa Yaqub, etc., and Moses and Isa and the prophet, and we did not differentiate between any of بين أحد منهم. So ahad always in Arabic come as one of, and you can read the translation. Here we go. So why?
That's very funny.
Yeah. So why in that verse only? You see here it says we make no difference between one and another. You see it?
Yes, I see it.
So why they are translating the word ahad only in that verse in the Quran as one when it's not one?
But why? I want to ask a question. Why Muslim always change the translation instead of writing in the perfect way? Why they want to hide? But what is the reason for hiding that kind of thing?
It's because it's a game.
A particular word.
It's a game, my friend. It's a game. You know, in chapter 3, verse number 28, the Muslims been taught that it's okay to say something, but in your heart is the opposite. If we go to chapter 3, you know, because simply when you are speaking against Islam, for them you are, you know, even if you don't do anything, you are excuse me, you are in war with the Muslims. So yes, as long as you are in war with the Muslims, they are allowed to lie to you. And in war does not mean you are taking a sword. No, you just you don't you believe in Islam, you are in war with Muslims. Islam divides the word to the word of believers and the word of the unbelievers. Here you will see this is a chapter 3, verse number 28, and you can read any interpretation you wish. It says it clearly that you are not allowed to take the non-believers as a friends. However, if any of them, he take them as a friends, which means being honest with them, being truthful with them, as you see here, who are sincere. If a Muslim, he is sincere with you, which means he's being good. This person, according to the verse, as we see, he have no connection with Allah. He is not a Muslim no more, and he has no honor and no mercy or even protection from Allah, which means Muslims, they can kill him, the same as those guys in the mosque, you know.
I see.
So if a Muslim, he is sincere with non-Muslims, he should be killed according to the Quran. You cannot be sincere. So how you can be sincere and you are exposing Islam, and that, and you know, but by giving a correct translation that will make people not believe in Islam. So now what we will do, if you can mute please the...
Yeah, I'm doing it. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's all right. Now here it says, unless it be that you guard yourself against them, save yourself from them, taking as it were security, saving yourself from them by speaking in a friendly way toward them with while your heart is like this. I mean, how evil a religion can be more than this? Saying to the people, and the funny, the Muslims, they call us hypocrites. You know,
that puts people just to make a false allegation, like to lie. That what I can say.
Exactly what they call taqiyya. Taqiyya is to lie, supposedly to protect yourself from the element of the truth, from being exposed. So if somebody asks you, did your prophet, was he child molester? You cannot say yes, he was. You cannot say he have sex with Aisha at the age of 6. You have to say
no.
You have to say Aisha he was 18.
Here, CP, you see, here I can say many Muslims, as you always say, they don't even now change religion. They don't even learn, because many things that you are saying, even me, I was surprised that the first time I heard you speaking like that. I say, but wow, I never heard someone speaking like that. You speak directly without hiding anything. I say, this is the kind of people we need. And let me just sum up some of my story from the beginning. I was just going out with one of a Muslim woman. Really, we were just going. She was telling me that Muhammad, he's the last prophet. Jesus Christ is not dead. Jesus Christ is left up. He is beside God. Something like that. So I was astounded. I say, but how come we don't have the same book? How come Jesus Christ, Christian believe that Jesus Christ he's dead and rose again, and Muslim they say no? So one day I decided to go to a bishop. I'm a Christian. I don't make a distinction between Christian, Catholic. Okay, I'm a Catholic, yeah, I agree, but I don't have I'm Protestant or you are Protestant or no. We believe in Christ and whatever he did. You see, so I went to the church. I asked the bishop something like the priest. I asked him, I have a question. He said, oh yes. I tell him that I have someone who said that we Christian, we don't believe and when we die, we will go to hell. I want you to tell me something about that according to the Bible. He say, no, you have to believe. You say you have to believe, and you have to believe in what you have in your heart. So you see, don't make differences between the religion and the religion. So I say, I want to believe. I believe, but I want you to give me something which I am going to have like argue or to defend by myself, because they always attack. So if you don't have something like strong to push back, you will be you will be weak. So, but he didn't even give me something real. So I went home, I take my computer, I just try to search, and finally I have found someone whose name is Zakaria Boutros. Really, he helped me from the beginning. Just to I read many of his handwriting in internet. I see that many Muslims, they refuse to debate him. I ask myself, how Muslim, they are always just fighting to debate Christian, but that one they refuse even, and they put much money on his head if someone kill him. So I say, why? If what that man is telling a lie, why they want to kill him if what he is saying is true? So I ask many questions for my mind. I am asking, I don't even have that answer. So finally I have see his video. I read it, I say that man is what he's telling is the truth, because he is giving evidence. And if you read it, and he even called people to debate with him, but they don't even want to go. They tell him to go where they live. He say, if I go there, they will kill him. That's what he said. He said, I cannot go there. They want me to go where they live. If I go there, I will be killed. So I would like they stay there, I stay here, and we just try to do like what we are doing now in Skype. But they refuse. And finally, from time to time, I just try to check, and still I found you. I say, exactly, maybe let me just listen to that person, and now who is he? But when I see the way you debate, even Sabir Ali, one of I don't know whether that person is here or maybe after, he asked him, why can't you debate with CP? He say, no, something. I say, what? So it looked like they are all running away. They don't want to debate you. I am asking myself why they are afraid. If this religion is the truthful religion, as they always say, this is the question I am always asking, why they refuse to debate you. And I'm really begging. You see here, the country I live, we speak French. I learned English at school. Really, I speak French. I speak just a little bit German. Yeah, but I'm doing my best to speak. I speak French fluently. But I cannot even see someone here who speak English who can even debate you. Even Zakar Knight came here in Gambia. You see, Gambia and Senegal, it is the same area. Gambia is inside. Yeah, and Zakar Knight, I saw one of the video here in YouTube. He was just there because you see in Gambia they speak English. Yeah, Gambia they speak English. We here we speak French. So he went there. He just wanted to. He had a debate with them. So I watched that debate. I asked myself how that man can't be here. But finally I say, if he came here, it will be difficult because the people, they don't speak English. They speak French. But one day he came here in Gambia. He had a debate with the Muslim and the Christian. I even see some woman who were just trying to do her best to debate with him, but finally it doesn't work. So this is the biggest problem I have, is that why all those Muslims, they refuse to debate you. That is the greatest problem.
Anyway, they debate or not, who care? I mean, we are here exposing Islam. They don't debate. They don't debate because they knew the end. They knew what will happen if they try to call me. Here we go. My Skype is open and nobody call. I mean, it's obvious. However,
that's what I see.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter really. If they call or not, they cannot protect Islam no more. Islam is exposed, and glory to the Lord. Here we go. The internet is going all the way to Senegal. I mean, how beautiful that is. You know, in the old days.
That's what I want to say.
Just a few years ago, if I wanna talk to you, my friend, it's a dream. We will never be able to talk. Right? Look, but look exactly. Now. We are from around the earth, from everywhere, and from Asia, from Africa, from Europe, from America, all together sitting here and talking in the same time. That's amazing. So Islam for a long time was protected by the sword. They prevent the Bible to go to their country. They prevent somebody to preach the gospel. They prevent somebody to question Islam. Those days are
Exactly.
over. So Islam is
Exactly.
dead, and we are in the stage of countdown for the cult of Islam. I want to say thank you, my friend, for calling. I
Exactly.
have to
Thank
let you
you.
go,
Thank
so
you.
maybe we
Thank you
can
so
get
much.
some Muslims to to call us.
Exactly. Exactly. I will follow you on YouTube. I always follow you. I will do my best.
Thank
I
you,
will
my
follow you on YouTube. I'm very happy to speak with you and
thank
have a
you.
good night.
God bless. Bye bye. Thank you. If there is any Muslim he would like to call, please feel free. And for sure, Allah will be proud about you for standing up to defend your belief. And as our friend here who called from Africa, if Allah is with you, what are you worried about? You will do good. You will do wonderful. Actually, Allah is with you. I mean, why you are not counting Allah on your side? So who is the Muslim who is going to call us right now and he will say to us anything of your choice? I'm not going to ask you a question, I promise. I'm going to talk to you about the topic you choose. Who is a Muslim who will choose for us a topic about his religion to prove to us Islam to be a good religion or something to be considered? There's thousands and thousands of videos in YouTube speaking about miracles in the Quran as an example. Do you really Muslims have science in the Quran as you claim, or it is just a fiction? Do we have who is a Muslim in the text? Is the guy, his name Abrams, is a Muslim? Is Mr. Abram is a Muslim? It's very funny when a Muslim he speak about pagan when he is the one who kisses black stones. I mean, when the last time you kissed the black stone, Mr. Abram? And the black stone is in the shape of a vagina. So they call you pagan when the fact they are the one who bow down in front of a stone, they kiss a stone, and their prophet told them, if you touch the stone, Allah forgive your sin. Yet we are the pagans. Okay, show me where Jesus says go and kiss stones and bow down to a stones and go around the stones. And let me show you how stupid they are. He is saying, let me show you the text. Hold on. I'm going to freeze his text. The Muslim right away he will start jumping talking about Paul, just to show you how stupid they are. What if I show you that Paul is a messenger of Allah according to your stupid Quran, Abraham? I mean, who is the donkey here? You or your God or your prophet? Why every stupid Muslim keep calling Paul names when the Quran said that Paul is a prophet of God? Can't you find me? I mean, is it impossible to find one smart Muslims? Somehow I am convinced that every Muslim is a donkey until he proved the opposite. I never saw any Muslim don't talk against Paul, but the Muslim scholars and Muhammad and the Quran proving that Paul is a prophet of God, specifically the prophet of the Messiah, based on the Quran and in the interpretation. Any Abdul? Who is a Muslim wanna call me to talk about Paul? I mean, isn't it a shameful religion to have shameful followers, to have idiots who speak about things they do not know that it is in their book? Because if Paul is a bad person, that's mean, my friend, your stupid prophet is a liar. Are you admitting that your prophet is a liar? If we go to the Quran, let us show everybody. Let me show this idiot from his book that Paul is a prophet of Allah. Actually, sorry, the Messiah. Chapter 36, verse number 14. There's a three messengers were sent by Allah, and the strongest one is Paul. Like what? Huh? Who is a Muslim here wanna call me and tell me how you stupid Muslims keep insulting Paul, but the Quran speak about Paul as a great messenger of God, and specifically the God Jesus? Chapter 36 verse number 14. I want every donkey from the followers of the biggest donkey to listen carefully. This is your Islamic website, QuranX.com, and this is the tafsir, and this is tafsir Ibn Kathir. You see, I'm giving you a big donkey tafsir, not any donkey, not small one, right? And now we will go and we will choose for you the interpretation. Remember, chapter 36 verse number 14. So watch with me. 36, let us go to 36. 36, here we go. 1, 7, 8, 12, 13, 17. Allahu Akbar. Let us see what Ibn Kathir says about Paul, you donkey. It's really amazing how those donkeys, they are copy paste from each other, but not even one of them he knew his religion. For Paul is mentioned as a great messenger of the Messiah, the God, our Lord, in the Islamic books. So here you will see that there's two messengers were sent, and those two messengers, they accused them of lying. So Allah, he sent a third messenger, and the third messenger is the strongest between them. He is the best. He is the one who is going to beat the devil. Then who is this messenger? Any Muslim would like to tell us who is this messenger? Is it true that this messenger is Paul? Huh? Read with me. Read with me, Abdul. I forgot you Muslims are a bunch of idiots, do not know how to read, how to write. Read. When we went with them, we sent to them, sorry, two messengers, they denied them both. Means they hastened to disbelieve in them. فَعَزَّزْنَا بِثَالِث. So we string them with the third. So we enforce them with the third. Oh, so Allah, he sent two messengers and they did not were not able to do it. They did not believe them. So Allah, he decided to send the third one. The third one, he have a black belt. He have a training with Bruce Lee. Ching ho, he ho. Huh? And then it says, means we supported and stringed them with the third. You see, the third is the guy. This is the guy. For your God, the third is Paul, and he is the hero. For you donkeys, Paul is the hypocrite, and he is the one who corrupt Christianity. Now, who is the donkey here? You Muslims or your donkey Muhammad? Let us read, continue. Ibn Jurayj, one of the companions of the Prophet, said, narrated from Wahab ibn Sulaiman, from, etc. The names of the first two messengers is Shamun. Do you know what Shamun means? Shamun in Arabic is the same as Simon. Simon. This is the Shamun, is the Hebrew name, Arabic name. Shamun. And the second name is Yohanna, which means John. And the third one is Bolos, which means Paul. Do you see it, Abdul? Abdul, the cute Abdul, are you there? Unbelievable how cute the Abduls. Unbelievable. I love them. I want to grow them in my backyard, but the city is not allowed in me. Abdul, do you see them or not? Hello? 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 I can guess where is the Abdul right now. Abduls are in Havana. Bye bye. We have to run. Allahu Akbar. Booty dance. Any Abdul? Hello? Are you there? What's wrong with those people? Even the donkey Fidel Castro, he cut it before you. I mean, why every stupid Muslim he keep attacking Paul when in your books, you idiot, he is a prophet of God? Hello? I forgot. It's very hard to speak to goats. I know an Arabian guy, he decided to teach a goat Quran. After 40 days staying with the goat to teach her Quran, the goat still says meh, and Abdul, he came out saying meh too. I don't want that to happen to me. Who is a brave Muslim would like to call me? And by the way, by making this statement here, which is a very dangerous statement, that proved that Jesus is God. Why? Because those are the messengers of the Messiah. Correct, guys? Who is John? Who is Paul? Who is Simon? Those are the messengers of the Messiah. So how the messengers of the Messiah became a messengers of God? Who is the one who hired them to be messengers? The Messiah. But if the Messiah is a messenger cannot make you a messenger. If I am a sergeant, I cannot make you a sergeant like me. I have to get an officer, somebody higher than me. In order for those three names to become messengers of God, the Messiah have to be God. Do we have any Abdul? I love the Abduls. I mean, they are my favorite hobby. Unbelievable. So cute. Silence, quiet. And yet they speak about pagans and paganism. You know, when the Abduls came to Muhammad and they said to him, Prophet, why we are doing a Safa and a Marwa? Huh? What? Why we are doing a Safa and a Marwa? Muhammad, he scratched his ass. He said, As-Safa and Al-Marwa. We are doing Safa and Marwa, right? Yes, the Prophet. We are doing a Safa. But why we are doing a Safa and Al-Marwa? So Muhammad now he squeezed his ass and he had to come with the reasons why he is doing a Safa and Marwa. What is a Safa and Marwa? A Safa and Marwa, there is two hills where two idols were standing on the top of each one of them, one for a woman and one for a man, and both of them they are naked, and supposedly both of them they have sex inside the Kaaba. It's a pure sexual religion. And the people they go between them, but this is not inside the Kaaba. This is not the Kaaba. This is two different locations. Why the Muslims they do them? So the Muslims, when they start practicing this, Muhammad he forced them to do that. The Muslims they refuse in the beginning. They don't want that. They said, why we are doing this? I thought this is pagan. And this is in chapter 2 verse number 158. So Muhammad he made a verse from Allah saying, listen Abdul Khabibi, behold, As-Safa and Al-Marwa is among the symbols of Allah. So if those who visit the house in the season or at the other time should compose them around, like what the heck? And look what he says here to make it more funny. It is no sin in them. It is no sin, so there's no blessing. When you say there's no sin, it means it's bad, right? It's obviously there's a story behind it. So if we go and read the story behind this, you will see that the Muslim they reject those, and they said to Muhammad, this is a pagan shrine. Why we are going around between the pagan shrines? And as usual, Muhammad have no idea. You know, Muhammad, he remind me of an actor who went in the stage and he forgot the total script. So each time he is in the script, I mean in the stage, he have to make his own script. So if we go right now in chapter 2 verse 158 and we try to understand what's happening there, you know, we don't want to give it our own interpretation. Muslim, they will say this is not fair. We have to be fair with the Abduls, otherwise they might commit suicide. So we go here. Here we go. This is your Muslim interpretation. This is your Islamic understanding. I have nothing to do with it. I'm just reading from your book. Huh? Shish kebab. Allahu Akbar. Do you see, guys? It says here that the Muslim, they hesitate, for this is the shrine of the pagans. Do you see it, Abdul? Abdul, does it say this is a pagan custom? Does it say that? This is who? Who's the one who's talking? This is Ibn Abbas, the cousin of the Prophet himself, the one who the Prophet, he prayed on his ass to may Allah make him the scholar of the religion. It has changed, guys. I mean, come on, let us go to the book of Asbab al-Nuzul. This is a smarter book. Asbab al-Nuzul. Okay, what is Asbab al-Nuzul? In the book of Asbab al-Nuzul, it says the following: that the Muslims, they dislike to go and do this. Why? Because the infidels, the pagans, they used to go between the Safa and the Marwa. Read with me, please, here. Aisha, who said, who is the one said? Aisha al-Humayra. We continue. We did not mention to you what, we did not finish what al-Humayra mean, because we have our friend, he called us from overseas. So al-Humayra is the one with the red head. So Aisha, supposedly the blondie girl, said this verse was revealed about a group of people from the helpers before Islam. They used to make the Hajj to Manat, and they were forbidden from going between a Safa and Al Marwa. Okay, when they went with Muhammad to do Hajj with Allah Messenger, Allah bless him. Actually, it doesn't say Allah bless him, it says Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, which means Allah pray on him and salute him, for Allah he worked for Muhammad. They mentioned this to him. What do you mean they mentioned that to him? This is a pagan shrine. They told him, why you want to do that? Read with me carefully. From Abu Usama, from Hisham, from his father, from Aisha said, Anas ibn Malik said, we dislike going between As-Safa and Al-Marwa because what? Because they were the shrines of Quraysh in the pre-Islamic period. This is the shrine of Quraysh, the pagan Quraysh. You see, Muslims, you lie to us. You say the Kaaba is Allah, where he put the stone as a mark stone in the earth. I mean, God, he put a mark stone in the earth. Are you sure? Are you sure? And then we let it go. And then you say to us the black stone is just because the stone is sent from heaven, so we kiss it. We let it go. Now As-Safa and Al-Marwa is what? And why the Muslim dislike to go between them? Why? It says because they are the shrines of the pagans. And as you see here, it says later there was two statues, two pagan statues, one on Al-Safa, an idol in the form of a man called Isaf. And in the Marwa, an idol is called Naila. Do you see it? Any Abdul? MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah. Beautiful, listen, brother. Let us ask Zakir Naik why the Muslim they practice on Safa al Marwa. Somebody asked me a question saying, why you Muslims you practice when you go to Hajj at Safa al Marwa? Please, the people in the first line, open your umbrella because I'm going to spit a lot. Thank you very much. The reason, my friend, that we Muslims we practice at if you go to chapter 13, but chapter 13, it said that the chapter of said. Therefore, the Muslims they did hate to do practice at Safa al-Marwa. So Allah He sent the verse saying, there is no sin for you to practice at Safa al-Marwa. Thank you very much. Get lost. What the heck? What is the answer? What is the answer? What is the Safa al-Marwa? Who is the Muslim Abdul when I tell me what is a Safa and al-Marwa? And why they are the shrines of Allah? I mean, this God, He have many shrines. Hello? I thought you Muslim, you want to delete the shrines. ISIS are destroying shrines everywhere because it's haram. Allah want to build more shrines. Any Muslim? Who is a cute Muslim wanna call me and destroy my life on air? You see, there's a guy, he's a German guy, he said in the video, I'm willing to debate all the Christian. Look, what the heck? I made a video for this guy asking for debate me from the year 2011 until now he cannot find me. Why we cannot find you Muslims? I thought you are 1.4 billion. Who is a Muslim would like to call me? Guys, are you having fun? I'm sure everybody having fun except the Muslims. I want to go and do a Safa and Marwa, man. I cannot wait. And I will put the sheet around myself and I wear no pant or no underwear. And women, they have no panties. I mean, this is really hot. I mean, Islam is the most weird religion, man. They say women, they should be separated from men, but in the Hajj, the man behind the women, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. This is why during, if you go to Mecca, you will see all the youth is in the Kaaba area. Do you know why? Because they molest women there for free. Nobody wearing panty. You separate between them when it's not busy, not crowded, and you don't separate between them when it's so crowded. I mean, are you crazy, Muslim? So in the mosque, women, they have to be, if they allow them, if the mosque allow them to be, they make a section for them and they are not allowed even to enter from the same door. Haram, brother, haram. They are Zakir Naik. Why, brother, why? An Indian woman, she asked him, why there is no Muslim woman, she is a prophet. What Zakir Naik he say? The second question, why in Islam there is no woman see the prophet? First of all, let me confirm for you, in Islam there is no women ever see the prophet, and the reason for that, and I believe it's true, they believe if a woman he became a prophet, he had to lead the congregation. If to lead the congregation, he have to do wudu, he have to do sujood, he have to do upside down, he have to bend over. If they bend over, every Muslim will look at her ass. Thank you very much. I mean, what a stupid answer, man. 10,000 people watching and nobody said to him, shame on you, stupid idiot. The woman, she cannot be a prophet because if she bend over, the Muslim will be focusing in her ass. I mean, this is an answer of a and the Abdul, like they were so excited, Allahu Akbar, brother, and they're looking at each other like, I mean, this guy is so smart, unbelievable, unbelievable. I mean, how he can get those answers, man? I mean, this guy is so good. This is why we should donate for him. We should open for him TV stations. I mean, this is the most amazing. Like, what? The woman, she is doing booty shaking when she is praying. I forgot, the Muslims get excited from anything. I can show you a hadith where the Muslims get excited from an ass of a man. You believe it? A bunch of Muslims, they came to the caliphate and they said to him, our imam is a homo. Another way, he is a homemade Arabian. and he is trying to seduce us with his ass. So the caliphate, he said, well, you know, do what you need to do, just you have to pray behind him. So they said to themselves, look like we have no choice but to pray behind a gay. And what they said to him, this man, he is seducing us with his ass. He is what? He is seducing us. He is making temptation. Let me see. I'm trying to find you the hadith. Let us see. Where is the hadith? Here we go. This is the hadith. Look what they say here in the hadith. Uthman said, look, first of all, he said here, we are led salat prayer by a leader of al-fitna. This guy is tempting them. The imam of the mosque is a homo. He is doing a trial of affections. What? And we are afraid of being sinful in following him. What? The Muslim will be sinful because the gay in the front of them praying and showing his ass, and they got excited. So Usman said, as-salat, which means the prayer, is the best of all deeds. So when people do good deeds, do the same. But the guy is not doing good deeds. The guy is showing them his ass. You know, in the old days, Muhammad, he shortened the jalabiya. You know the jalabiya, the Arabian dress. Muhammad, he's a weird man. So he shortened his dress to the point became like a skirt. Have you ever seen the Irish? With my respect to the Irish people, they wear like a skirt, right? So Muhammad did exactly the same. So he shortened the jalabiya, so it became like a skirt. Now those Arab, they don't wear underwear. And this guy, when he bend over, he is showing naked ass, totally naked. And those Muslims are tempted. Obviously, she is so pretty ass, unbelievable. Allahu Akbar, Allah, mashallah, alhamdulillah, so beautiful. So the Muslims, they could not handle it no more. They are going to do something. Either they will jump on him or they will jump to Khalifa. So they went to the Caliphate and they said, he is seducing us by his ass. He is doing fitna. So he said, well, just do what you need to do. Do that. The prayer is a good deed. Do the good deed, my friend. And then they say to themselves, okay, well, sound like after we complain to the Caliphate, we have no choice. Huh? We have no choice but to pray behind this homo. Do you see it? Now I challenge the Muslim to tell me how this guy is causing a fitna. What exactly he is doing? Any Abdul? If a guy he is seducing you, I mean, what you would do if you see what his name, Zakir Naik, is right. If a Muslim woman, she became a prophet, your Muslim would jump on her. This guy is a guy and you will jump on him. Bachabadzi, right? Do we have any Muslim here? Now we go back to the Humaira. We did not finish the Humaira story. You know, some countries, for some reason, I don't know really why, but look like a human being is like this. Always a human being, he want to be what he don't have. You know, I've been in Asia, in many countries, and I noticed that #1 product for Asian people is whitening. And if there is anyone from Asia here, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm not putting the Asian down, but I'm talking about like something happening really. And millions of people are convinced that if you are white is better. For me, I believe it's a stupid behavior of a human being. Human being will never be satisfied. It doesn't matter what you make him. You go to Europe, you will see the white man or the white woman, she spends $70–80 every week just to get tanned so she can get darker. You go to Asia, you will see the women spending $70–80 every week to get whiter. I mean, what's wrong with people? Michael Jackson want to be white. The white man want to be black. And the black man want to be blonde. And the blonde man want to have a dark hair. And people, they have no idea what they want. I believe this is a sickness of a human being stupid and being bored of himself. Muhammad is no different. Muhammad, he colored his hair with the henna to make it blonde, and Aisha, she used to do the same. And even Muhammad, he forbid them not to color their hair with the black. Anyone knows why the Muslim cannot color their hair by black? Who knows? You know, Muhammad always, he tried to, let us say, to convince people that he's a prophet of his own. And to be a prophet of your own, you have to come with some, let us say, ways nobody do before. But if you read carefully why Muhammad he said that, you will see how stupid the statement of Muhammad is. As an example, if we go, let us search for the hadith. I hope you will find it in English. Oh boy. Okay. See, I'm used to the old board for long. I have and you have a new sticker. I changed the setup of my Arabic board, so I'm having hold on, difficulty to find out the word's location. As-Sawad, Ijtanibu Sawad. Okay, so look like I have to Ijtanibu. Oops, I mean really long. See, I'm typing fast. Why it's coming like this? I mean, I'm picking in the wrong one. Where is the word? Okay. All right, let's see now. All right. Muhammad, he saw a person, he had a gray hair in his head. Muhammad, he told him, he ordered him to color it, and he told him to avoid the black. Any Muslim can give me a real reasons to avoid the black? And why I need to color my hair? I mean, what if I like it to be gray? What's wrong with the gray? The funny, in the hadith, Muhammad, he said, Allah will curse a woman if she put additional hair, if she did take hair from her face, if she, because she changed the look of Allah. Allah, he made her in a certain look. Why you change it? Okay, this is the logic. I will go with it. So why you are changing the look of Allah? If Allah made your hair to be gray when you are getting older, what the problem? I'm not against anyone to color his hair. That's not my point. But this man is a madman. Why we should avoid the black? And Abdul, if I tell you the reason, you will not believe it. Muhammad, he told him to avoid the black because the Jews, they used to color their hair black. Like, what the heck? I mean, how stupid this man is. Is that really a reason not to color your hair black? Because the Jews, they color their hair black? Do we have any Abdul? Muhammad always, he tried to present himself, as I said, as a prophet of his own, because many people around him, they accuse him that he is learning from others, he is copying from others, he is copying from the Jews, from the Christians, or let us say the Nasara. So Muhammad wanted always to clear himself from that accusation. So he started acting stupid. As an example, here another story of Muhammad being a stupid idiot. The Messenger of Allah, SAW Mercedes-Benz 200cc, said, used to stand up for a funeral until the corpse was placed in the grave. A learned Jew, a learned what? A Jew, which means a rabbi. Take a note. A learned Jew mean a rabbi. Passed by him and said, this is how we do it. The Messenger of Allah, the Prophet of Allah, said, sit down, act differently from them. Like, what the heck? What? What? Sit down. Act differently. Let us look for a music to fit with this. No, not this one. We need a music fit with this. This is how we do it. Where is the one? I have one here. This is how we do it. I cannot find it. Too bad, because it fit perfectly with this story here. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Unbelievable. What happened? What just happened, Prophet? What happened? Why need to sit down? Why we need to sit down, Prophet? Sit down. Because did you hear what he said? No, what he said? Listen carefully again. Sit down. What do you mean you don't hear it? Did you hear what he said? Yeah, what he said. This is how we do it. This how we do it. Do it. Allahu Akbar. The Jews, he just said, this is how we do it. We cannot do it like them no more. So we used to stand until the corpse is buried. Now we have to change it because this is how they do it. They do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Allahu Akbar. We can't do it no more. We have to change it. This is how they do it. If they do it this way, we have to change it, brother. Otherwise, people will accuse us that we are copying from other Jews. So imagine this guy. He's a Jew. His name is Jack Shalom. He walked by and he saw Muhammad praying in a certain way. So Muhammad, he said, "Hey Muhammad, Habibi Muhammad, Habibi, this is how we do it." What? Yes, this is how we do it, Habibi Muhammad. Muhammad, he said to himself, oh my head, oh my Allah, what I did to myself. My followers now, they will know I'm copying the Jew. We cannot do it no more. This is how the Jews do it. So we have, you know, let me call Arik Sharon. This is the prophet of God. The prophet of God, he changed the way he prayed. Are you saying to me he was praying from his head? Obviously he was. Okay, what if the Jew, he said to him, Muhammad, when he was doing shit, excuse my language, this is how we do it. What Muhammad will do? Huh? You will change it too? Hello? I mean, obviously, the prophet is an amazing prophet. Who can deny that? And he is beyond any I don't know, I cannot describe him. There's a guy in YouTube, he described the prophet. He said he was white. He was whiter than the moon. The guy, he look outside and he look at the moon, and then he could look at prophet, and he look at the moon, and he look at the prophet, and he look at the moon, and he look at the prophet, and he look at the moon. I think the CD is stuck. I look at the prophet, and he look at the moon, look at the prophet, and look at the moon, and then he found at the end that the prophet is more whiter from the moon. My friend, the moon is not white, you idiots. Who told you it is white? It is the light reflection. Hello? And why the prophet is so white? I mean, is that a privilege? The Muslims will not accept a black prophet. And the Muslim, they will not accept a black reward. This is why in the heaven of Allah there's no blacks is allowed. Do you know that, Muslims? Who is a Muslim wanna call me to talk about this if you wish? Is it true that there's no blacks is allowed in the heaven of Islam? My friend, even the black stone, once somebody says to me, if we Muslims we like white, how come we kiss the black stone? I said, because you're an idiot. The black stone, you idiot, it's not black. Muhammad, he said, Allah, he sent the black stone white like milk. And the sin of mankind made it black. So what do you mean we use the black stone? Based on Muhammad's explanation, Allah, he sent the black stone as white from heaven. And it's even whiter than the snow. Let me get to the hadith. Hold on. So the Muslim will not say we are making things up. Let us see. I mean, this website is really weird. You search for something, you find everything except what you are looking for. Okay, let's try something else. This should be found. Okay, let's try this one. Read me, Abdul. The messenger of Allah, he said, the black stone descended from paradise and it was more white than milk. Do you see it? Do you see it, Abdul? And do you know how dangerous this statement is? Anyone knows how dangerous it is? You see, this is a clear evidence that how Muhammad, he view the black color. The black stone coming from heaven came as white, and it's whiter than milk. In different hadith, whiter than a snow. And I believe this one is more accurate because I don't think Muhammad he ever saw snow. And it was whiter than milk, and then it was blackened by the sin of the children of Adam. So what sin do? You know what I mean? What the sin will do? The black stone was white, but sin made it black. So if you are a black person, why you are black? I'm not the one saying that. This is the logic of the stupid Muhammad. The logic of Muhammad, because of your sin, you became black. And the more black you are, the more sinner you are. Any Muslim can explain to me why the color change? What is the difference between the black stone before and the black stone after? Any Muslim want to explain to us? Any Abdul? Guys, I made coffee. Seriously, I made a coffee. This coffee in front of me for the last 4 hours. I want to heat it up, but I cannot leave. This is the reason I want to get married. Imagine get married for that reason. Unbelievable. It sounds like Arabian. Unbelievable. It's cold. It's freezing. Like I forget myself and I drink it and get more cold. Any Abdul want to explain to us why the sin changed the color of the stone? Hello? Hello? If we call Allah and we ask him why Allah the stone it changed its color, what Allah will say? How Allah will explain this? You know, he will say to us very simple answer. Because was white, because hey Allah, are you going to spend the day saying to us because? What is the answer? I mean, are you going to sing for me until tomorrow because we want the answer why the black stone became a black when it used to be white? Because of what? Hello? Hello? It's me you're looking for. Guys, you should see me before I became sinner. Unbelievable. I was so white to the point when I went to the White House last time, the security could not notice me because I was white like the White House. I was totally white. But then because I'm committing sin and I'm watching cartoon and Tom and Jerry, and I learned some tricks from Tom, you know what he used to do to Jerry. So I learned some tricks and I became sinner, and then I get darkened. What I can do now? And I don't know what to do now. I mean, I feel so sorry. If you see my picture before, before and after, you will not believe it. Before I was disgusting, after I became more disgusting. Unbelievable. Abdul, anyone can explain to us? How in the world you can believe in such a garbage? A stone is turning black because of sin? Why? If we take let us say a little tiny rock from the black stone, don't kill me Muslims, I'm not saying break the stone, I'm not saying that, don't kill me for that. I'm saying let us say assume, but we took a little part of the stone and we put it under the telescope. What we will find under the skin? White like milk? Do you think the sin of the stone or the human being made the black stone has a tan? Is that a tan? Hello? I'm seriously thinking to convert to Islam. I mean, this is amazing. Any Abdul? Any Abdul? I mean, there's almost 200 people watching us, and not even one Abdul is here to call me. I mean, this is I'm very disappointed. What I should do now? Call Zakir Naik? Anyone? What do you mean you never know sin it have color? Muhammad, he said that. Muhammad, he tell the truth. Muhammad, he never said a lie. And actually, it's proven. There's a scientist. He's very well known. You can search his name on Google. His name is Yama Natasha Natushi Shushaki Shasuki Bazarambang Yama Aidulai Yama from Japan. He did a study, the black stone, and he noticed that the black stone, yes, used to be white and turned to be black because of the sin of mankind. And I will prove it to you in more scientific way. Think about it. Have you ever chopped a potato? Okay. When you chop the potatoes, it was what? It was white. Leave it for 1 hour, my friend, is going to turn black. Allahu Akbar, I won the debate. Allahu Akbar. How I know that? Do you know why the potato turned black? Because of the sin. There's many sinners around. They are thinking about eating it. You know, it's a sin, my friend. Unbelievable. Anyway, my mom, she told me I am the smartest in the family, and I was the most intelligent student in the whole school, which have only one student. Any Abdul is around. Yeah, well, you know why I cannot say I am the most smart student in the school when I am the only student in the school in my village? Because Allah, he said in the Quran, like me, he said, I am the best of the creators. But you ask the Muslims, how many creators there is? They say only Allah. So how Allah, he say he is the best of the creators? Like, what the heck with this Allah? He is the best of the creators, but there's only one creators. This Allah is giving himself a certificate of being the best. I mean, like, it's hard to believe. Allah is very funny. So there is no other creators, but Allah is the best of the creators. Do you know what they call the prize for movies? Anyone knows what they call them? The prize for movies, Hollywood movies, scumbag movies, whatever they call them, you know. So they have a prize for them, right? So imagine you go in this competition and there's only one movie and you are the best of the movies. Why you want to show the chat? What for? I mean, what do you want to see in the chat? People chatting. By the way, you can go to Chatland. You know? Okay, show the chat. Show the chat. Okay, here we go. Are you happy? Chat. Chat for everybody. You guys, you want to see your chatting again? I mean, that will be fantastic. I like to see my chat sometime. Actually, sometime I text myself. You know, this is what Muhammad used to do. He sent himself messages from Allah. He have 2 phones, so he chat with himself and he convinced himself that Allah, he sent him a text message. Is that what you are trying to do? Any Abdul? Hello? Guys, imagine seriously, if we have a real TV show and we have millions of people watching this, how many people would die from heart attack from laughing? Seriously. I'm not being funny. I mean, Muhammad is the most stupid dump ever, man. I cannot believe it. How in the world anyone can believe this idiot? So do we have any Muslim would like to call me before the auction is over? Don't you want to buy your corner lot in the heaven? Have you ever heard of a prophet? He promised a guy a corner lot in the heaven in exchange of his farm on earth. Okay, who of you who have a villa in Florida in the front beach and he want to exchange it with me with the corner lot in the heaven? You give me a villa, I promise you a corner lot in heaven. Anyone? What's wrong with the Muslims? Can't you see that this guy is making fun of you? Huh? Any Muslim would like to come to the mic and call me? Who is the Muslim would like to call us? Who is the brave Muslim? He is, trust me, Muslims, today I feel weak. Honestly, I did not eat good for almost 2 days. Because I wasn't drinking camel urine, so I feel like I'm out of energy. You can beat me easy. And Abdul, actually, you can hear my belly talking to me. I did not eat since yesterday. Anyone? You want to trade me an Italian villa? I don't like Italian villa. Okay, hold on. Do your Italian villa come with pizza? If you promise me that my villa will come with Italian pizza and the cook, his name is Tony, then I will take it, because they do very good pizza. Hey Tony, shoot him and come back home. Stop arguing. Yeah, if you can get me someone, he is from Sicily and he do pizza in the kitchen, and we can use him as a gang member to protect the villa from the terrorist attack. And Abdul, I'm so disappointed of you, Abdul. Not even a single one of you did call me. What happened to the brave Muslims? No, I'm serious. Today I have a low energy. Okay, you don't believe me? Okay, hold on. Let me open the camera. If you open the camera, you will see how my energy is so low. But I don't want to open the camera because you guys, you might hurt. What might happen to you is the same what happened to Usama Dakdok. You know Usama Dakdok, brother Usama? First time he saw me, he said, he looked at me. They told him there's a guy he want to see you. He looked like, huh? Who is this guy? Then he say Usama. So he know my voice, but he never saw me before. He said, this is you? You? The guy was terrified. He told his wife, don't come. ChristianPrince is here. If you see how you look like, you don't come. He was scared, like his wife, she might get hurt or have heart attack. Unbelievable. So she hid it. Everybody hide in the church. Everybody hide. And it's only me, like only me and him, and he himself, he cannot, like, I said, are you okay? He said, yeah. Can I drink water? I said, sure, you can drink water. He was really surprised. All right. Because somehow he found that I am connected with the black stone. I can't describe to you how. Any Muslim wanna call us? Should I give up? Should I give up? All right. You are black. I wish I'm black. You see, if I'm a black, I will not be single by now. The women, they will be fighting over me. I mean, hello. Black are lucky. You are black. Girls, they will be like, hello, what's your name? You are cute. Where are you from? I go in the bus. Nobody say hi to me. Not even the driver. The driver, he said to me, sit down. I want to ask him where to stop. He said, sit down. Sit down. If you are black, he cannot say that to you. He will be accused of discrimination. Anyway, the word is funny, isn't it? I'm just joking. Any Abdul here? I mean, what the difference? I mean, my friend, if you are black or white, it's very stupid for people to think of, I mean, God, he made us in a certain way, and all of us, we have the same blood, we have everything. And you being black or white, good, you can be bad, you can be trashy, you can be handsome, you can be ugly. It happened that I am not the handsome one, so what I can do? It's not my fault. I mean, it's the fault of my parents. But anyway, you know, some people, they are too much obsessed with their color, or they have a problem with their how they look like. Life and enjoy your life, and you are beautiful in the eyes of God. And the same time, always, if somebody really love you, they will love you for who you are. If somebody love a woman, let us say, for she is blah blah blah, look like etc. certain way, this man, he don't love her. He will love any woman she look better than her. If somebody loves you for the look, he will throw you for the same reason. If you don't understand what I'm saying, think about it. Let us say you are a beautiful woman, regardless if you are black or blonde, because there's a lot of black women, they are so amazing beautiful. But yet, if a man, he married you, or even he have relationship with you because you have nice body, you have whatever blah blah blah, sooner or later he will find someone, she is younger than you, more beautiful than you, and he will move to her because he never thought about you. He was thinking about your legs, was thinking about your breast, he was thinking about your body. He don't care really for who you are. A person who have a choice of beauty, he love to be with beautiful in his standard, which means the way he think about it, not with you. And sooner or later you will get older. This is why Muhammad, he was changing wives as a changing shoes. In the beginning, he was with Khadija. Khadija is a lot older than him, but she is rich, so she have a beauty and the beauty of the money. Then Muhammad, when Khadija she passed away, he married Sauda. This is how he can, what he can afford for now. And then when Sauda came, he found another opportunity, a nicer, more beautiful woman, and she is a child. Then he married Aisha. So he kept jumping from a woman to a woman because what he is looking for is not the person, he is looking for a look. A person who look for the look, he will not care really for you. He will exchange you for better look. So you are black, you are white, don't ever marry or have relationship with someone he like you for the look, because this is the same reason he is going to dump you later. It is the look. Be with someone who don't look at you by the standards of others, but because he like you for who you are. And that is what the Messiah is about. He like us as we are. You are black, you are white, you are Indian, you are Asian, it doesn't matter. That's why I get upset when I see, you know, those poor Asians in many poor countries, they are spending a lot of money to whiten themselves. Why you want to white yourself? So a man will like you? Well, sooner or later you will get Asian again. You will not stay white. The day you stop taking the cream, you will turn again Asian. So why you are fooling yourself? If you don't like you for being Asian, let him go. For how long you are going to spend a lot of money to keep yourself white? For the sake of who? And what's wrong with you with being Asian or being a black? Who said that being a black will not make you good looking? Who said that being Asian will not make you good looking? People, they have a stupid mentalities and they are driven by the crowd movement. You know, the crowd, everybody want to be white, so let us get white. Everybody want to be blonde. You go to Asia, you don't find even women they have a black hair no more. Everybody getting blonde. Everybody's getting blonde. So Muhammad, he changed his hair from black to blonde. He want to be a redneck. And this is a person who claimed to be a prophet of God. Be happy with yourself the way you are created, and who don't like you for the way you are, let him go. You cannot satisfy people, my friend. You know, God himself, still people, they complain from God. If God sent people to heaven, they will say to him, why there's no big TV here? You know what I mean? Even if it is heaven, people, they are always missing something. The best way to be happy is to appreciate what God gave you, whatever it is, your look, your age, your birth, your ethnic, your food. If you cannot be satisfied, you will never be happy, and you will live a miserable life. The life of misery will chase you forever. You live in a small apartment, but your friend, he have a big house. Okay, you work like a donkey to get the bigger house, but then you find yourself taking a big mortgage and you cannot afford it, and then you go bankruptcy, and then you go back to that small apartment. But you are not happy again because it's still, you lost your house and you want a big. So it's in English. Do we have any Abdul? Yeah, actually, I'm going to go for a while, but I hope I will be able to do a live broadcast during the time I am away. Um, I will have a little bit, not so long. I mean, a few weeks trip. I cannot say which country, sorry, you know, for security reasons, because you know I have a lot of people who loves me. Unbelievable how many. I can't describe to you how many. So I will be away after the new year, but I hope I will be able to do live broadcast. If I could not do a live broadcast because the internet is not good enough, then I will load videos. So don't worry, just for a few weeks. So you will be always, you know, updated. And if there is anyone want to support my trip, which is part of it is kind of work and part of it is a vacation, donation is welcome. You want to support my vacation? Do I deserve a vacation? Do you think, guys, I deserve a vacation? I don't really have a holiday as a holiday, you know. I cannot really share too much, but yeah, part of my trip is kind of a vacation, because for me, you know, traveling, I love to travel, really. You know, I am a travel person, and I like to meet new people and see new nations, new culture, and try to understand other people in a better way. Like now, I am glad that I receive a phone call from Senegal. I mean, on Skype. I never spoke to someone from Senegal. I don't remember. Actually, this is why I was really. I wish I can go there one day. I mean, this would be really beautiful to go to many countries in Africa, which I find it astonishing to be there. And to meet those people. I'm sure, you know, there's a lot of beautiful people there, and they will be happy to be your friends and to take you around and to show you. And I know I have friends everywhere in the world, but I have a lot of enemies everywhere in the world too, right? So I will be away for some time, but this is not now. This is after a new year, you know, like after the middle of January, something like that. Do we have any Abdul? We go back to zero. Any Abdul? Look like we are out of the Abduls. Yeah, I like to travel, and especially when I hold my phone and I speak in Arabic in the airplane. Unbelievable how beautiful it is. Right away, the guy next to me, he look at me, and right away he asked, "Can I move my chair, please? Can I change my chair?" And then I take the whole seats alone. Unbelievable, so beautiful. I love it. You know, the second you start speaking Arabic, you know, like hello, alhamdulillah, okay brother, Allahu Akbar, mashallah, alhamdulillah. The second they start hearing this, you see people, they are scattered around, and you will have the whole seats around by yourself. And actually, even in the checkpoint, Once I was late to the airplane. I was really late. I'm going to miss my airplane. So I got my phone and I start speaking in Arabic. And then the security, she came to me and she said, she took my ticket and she put a circle around my number, my name, and she said, you go there. You go there. Which means special inspection, you know. But it's fast. This is the only way to get out of the line. What I can do. I mean, there's like 300 before me. So she said, go. And then right away, she chose the first blonde, redhead, blue eyes guy after me to make it look, it's not discrimination, you know. So like, not because you're an Arab. No. So she chose a blonde guy, and the guy, he was the lucky one to go after me. So I went there. It's 2-minute check, you know, not a big deal. Take off your shoes. I took off my shoes, put your hand up. And I was doing like, do you know Mr. Monk in the security check? When he, like, I don't know if you watched the movie. Anyway, so it was very easy, very fast, and there is sometimes an advantage of being an Arab. Beautiful. But be careful, don't say like stupid words, otherwise they will kick you out of the airplane and they might be arrested. Like, don't say the word bomb or etc., you know. Be careful. All right, look like we are out of Muslims for today. It's already here 7 p.m. and not even a Muslim he called us. And you guys, you failed to bring me Abdul. You are on a vacation now? Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm thinking to take a vacation and go to a beautiful, peaceful country in Afghanistan. You know what? The most ugly countries, they are ugly for one reason. Because of Islam. You see, Afghanistan, when it used to be the land of the Buddhas, it was a very peaceful land. You know what I mean? It's not really, it's not the people. It's the same people. It's the same people. You change the religion. The country changed. If you go to most, like if you go to Buddha's countries, like, you know, the Muslims, they are complaining about discrimination against the Rohingya, whatever they call them, the Muslim from Bangladesh. But the truth is totally the opposite. It was the Muslims who is attacking the Buddhas and killing them. The last attack of 35 policemen slaughtered like goats by the Muslims. And this is how it is. Any country you go to, there's Islam, the bloodshed will be all over. And this is, as an example, Egypt. We are showing you the news about Egypt. 235 people get slaughtered in the name of Allah. Don't worry, I can give my IP, you know, don't worry. If somebody wanted my IP, I can give it to you for free. Somebody is asking me to hide my location. What my location, my friend? Me, myself, I do not know my location. Once they called me, they said, we want to visit you. Do you know where you live? I said, no. You know, we Arab. We don't have, I live in a tent. My location. Don't worry about it, my friend. A terrorist will come to my house. He will be so sorry. I guarantee you that. I'm not going to use my guns. No. I have my socks around the house. He sniff, he die. Unbelievable. Very powerful weapon. By the way, do you know the Prophet, he said, if you hear the sound, or what they call it, when the donkey he scream, what they call it, the bearing of the donkey, that means he saw a shaitan. So guess what? I did the Prophet system alarm. I have 4 roosters and 4 donkeys in every corner of my house. The Prophet said, if you hear a rooster doing cuckoo cuckoo, that means he saw an angel. If you see a donkey, the bearing of the donkey, you hear it, that means he saw a shaitan. So I have 4 donkeys in every corner and 4 roosters. And I can assure you, my neighbors are very happy for my security system. What is really weird, that the Prophet, first time he saw the angel, he could not recognize him, but yet the donkey and the rooster can. which means a rooster is more qualified than Muhammad to be a prophet of God. And what is really weird, how Mr. Rooster is able to recognize the angel. Should we do like a scientific study for this case? Hmm? And Abdul, I can show you the reference. Let me look for it. I mean, Muhammad is really amazing. This guy, he got with things. This is really astonishing. Let's see. Where is the hadith? Here we go. Abu Huraira, do you know what Huraira mean? Huraira mean it's like a spoiled name of the cat. Like if you have a cat, so you say a kitten, something like this. So the father of the cats reported Allah messenger, Allah pray on him and salute him, saying, when you listen to the crowing of the cock, ask Allah for his favor as it sees an angel. I mean, this must be true. Oh, Muhammad is so, I mean, this guy, I don't know what to say. Obviously, Muhammad is specialized in comedy. I mean, this guy is really funny. What the rooster say? What the rooster saw? So the rooster, he was able to see an angel. So when he see the angel, he like cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. Man, so why the roosters in the village of the Jews, they keep doing cuckoo, cuckoo? Why the angels going to the Jews? Hello? Why are you saying to me the angels are visiting the Hindus? Because in the house of the Hindus there is kukuruku too. Anyone here is a Hindu? Who is a Hindu here? If you are a Hindu and you live right now in India, I want you to open your microphone for us and make us hear the sound of the rooster. And maybe the Muslims can explain to us the genius Muhammad saying that the angels is visiting you. Why the angels are visiting the Hindus? Hello? What is the connection between angels and roosters? And look, Muhammad, he did not stop there. Muhammad, he will not stop. He's so smart. And this guy is so good. I mean, I never saw someone is super intelligent like the Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him. So look what he said, continuing. And when you listen to the brain of the donkey, seek refuge in Allah from Satan, for it sees Satan. Unbelievable, so cute. I mean, this prophet, it must be true prophet. Muhammad must be true prophet. I mean, we have to admit, if Muhammad is not a prophet, how he knew that, huh? Any Muslim? No, my Skype name is there. It's Debate TV, my friend. It's not my name in it. Debate TV. All right, here we go. This is our Skype. Any Abdul? Is that really a prophet of God talking, or just a bunch of stupid kids? How you Muslims believe in this? Okay, what about the sound of the turkey? Because obviously every animal, he make a sound for a reason. Okay, now the chickens, the rooster, he make a sound because he saw an angel. The donkey, he make a sound because he saw a shaitan. The turkey, he make a sound because he saw Trump. Now I know why the Trump turkey was there. I mean, this is obviously, this is a prophet talking. I mean, you cannot you can tell right away. This is only prophets, they talk like this. Normal people don't talk like that. I'm telling you, only prophets of God. It's clear proof, and there is no way you can deny it. Who can deny this? The wisdom, the knowledge, the strength, the how firm he is. He's sure. Like, look, he's so sure. He's so sure. Like, if you hear the rooster say praise be to Allah, for he see an angel. And Abdul, you seek refuge by Allah to do what exactly? Okay, the shaitan is coming, and the donkey is like, okay, now, and what is next? After we learn about this alarm system, what is next? Anyone can tell me? Nobody. Nobody. Nobody knows what Muhammad is talking about. You have to be an idiot to believe in such an idiot. I say it to you with no hesitation. And I'm very thankful, by the way, for the Muslims to collect those hadith. And by the way, for those who do not know, the hadith or the books of hadith, which mean the narration about Muhammad saying things, is filtered thousands of times, if not millions. So this is after the filtration, all this stupidity is coming to us. So imagine before the filtration what they used to have. As an example, the writers of the Sirah, the books of the Sirah, like Ibn Hisham, Ishaq, etc., they said that we throw away all the stories which is not, let us say, fitted to be listed. So you can imagine how much stories there, stupid stories. They filter. This is after the filtration. Hard to believe, isn't it? Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you for being here. We are here already for enough time. I know today is a Friday night, and you guys, maybe you are going to watch some TV, or maybe you start looking for a scientific Discovery Channel movie about the voice of a donkey and what the donkey really he sees. So he speak in his own language, trying to warn us that there is a shaitan around. I want to say thank you, donkey. I really appreciate you. Always I thought you are a stupid animal, in another way, stupid donkey. But now I just noticed that you are smarter than a human being, to the point you can recognize the shaitan, but we cannot. I mean, how smart are you? Where you get this ability? I mean, those skills, did you learn it by yourself, or you added lately to your resume? Mr. Donkey, let me deliver to you all the thanks of all mankind, because without you, we will not be able to recognize if shaitan is around or not. And to Mr. Rooster, I feel guilty. We always eat you, barbecue you, but you are the most wonderful creature, who Allah he made just to give us a warning that the angel is coming. So turn off your porn movie, because the angel is coming around, and stop watching porn. I think this is the only reason for the rooster to scream like this. Cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. So Osama bin Laden will turn the TV off and he's watching porn. This is what they found in his room. This is the ultimate wisdom of the Prophet Muhammad. Nobody can beat that. Unbelievable, astonishing, lovely, so amazing. I have tears, not in my eyes, I have tears in my ears, and I think it's time to cry. This prophet is touching my rooster and my donkey, and he knew their language, he speak their language, he understand what they are trying to say to us when other prophets cannot do that. It's beyond your comprehending. That is the prophet of Allah. Allahu Akbar. Thank you guys for being with us here. I hope that we have a good time together, and remember, our good time together is not to make fun of Muslims, but to show how stupid, idiot to be a Muslim. And maybe we can save as many as we can of the Muslims to see the truth, and the truth will set you free. And this is not my words, this is the words of my Lord, the Messiah, the King of Kings, and he is your only savior, Muslims. Stop fooling yourself. God is not a pimp. God don't speak stupid statements as you see in the screen. God is not a fool. Your God, if he is saying those words, he must be a fool. And your prophet, he claimed his knowledge is coming from his God, so he must be a fool. Fool the one who spoke them, fool the one who believe in them, fool the one who wrote them, and fool the one who carry them. For he is a donkey carrying books in the top of his back, but he do not know that he is a donkey and what he is carrying. Christ is Lord, Islam is false, and we see you this coming Sunday again with the blessing of the Lord and his mercy. Thank you very much.